All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups on the left. Rehon is your starting point guard for Boston College. Hanlon, terrific player, along with Ryan Anderson. Meanwhile, for Providence, Cotton led the Big East in scoring 1 season ago. Eddie Corbett, Brian O'Connell, and Mike Roberts are your officials for this evening's game. These two programs have met 107 times, dating back to 1942, and have met at least once every season for 60 years. Providence holding a slight advantage. 56 of those meetings came in the Big East Conference. Gus Johnson, along with Coach Bill Raftery, and we're ready for basketball here at Providence College.
And right now, Gus Johnson, Providence Goose.
All right, Olivier Hanlon from New Hampton, Quebec is the starting point guard. He wears number 21. ACC Freshman of the Year. Anderson down the lane, has it rejected. Nicely done by Tyler Harris.
Well prepared. A lot of slippage by the big guy Anderson.
Watch Cotton. He moved over to the point guard spot. Averaged close to 20 a game last year.
Nice cut.
Backdoor, Cotton to the bucket. And Providence is on the board.
Woo! You love your big guy when he make plays. Bats with a great feel, catchable bounce pass.
Now Joe Rehon, sophomore from San Diego, California. They reverse it. Rehon again. Guarded by Cotton. Drive baseline. And one thing about the Eagles, they want to shoot the three, Coach.
They're going to try and take it away, make the twos tough at the rim. This team is patient. They're very good deep in the shot clock.
Hanlon, shot clock winding down. A leaner. And a whistling foul coming up.
You love your big guys. The Princeton type of philosophy. Dribble at you, back cut. Georgetown does the same thing. Terrific look by the big guy.
JT3, former assistant coach with Pete Carrill at Princeton. As he learned that style. New shot clock for Boston College. Last year they finished 16-17, but they won 4 of their last 5 games.
Anderson makes a lot of decisions for this team. Here's the dribble at you philosophy, and he slips beautifully in a post-up.
Odio off the bounce, leans in, and travels. Well defended by Providence as Steve Donahue in his 4th year as the head coach at Boston College, spent 10 years as the head coach at Cornell, advanced to the Sweet 16 in 2010, and he's happy because his team brings back every player except one, so they're the most experienced team in the ACC going into the season. And
that's important because they run such a sophisticated offense, very patient, a lot of ball reversal, use screens beautifully, and get the puppy set well. Little walk.
Meanwhile, easy Ed Cooley, 3rd season at PC. He's from Providence, 19-14 last year. They finished 9-9 in the Big East after starting 2-7 in conference play. They finished 7-2.
How about the svelte look as well? He couldn't wear that vest last year. Dropped 90.
96, as he says. Don't
right?
miss the 6, Coach. Whew. It's like the New York City Marathon, 26.2. And don't discount the 2.
Hinton with the little nickel dimer in the low post. And thus far, pretty clean game as we take a look at Easy Ed over there. A lot of hand checking. They're going to be called this year. They're going to adhere to the philosophy and play through the year, which will favor offense, particularly the dribble drive.
Now Olivier, beautifully done.
Sir Lawrence would be proud.
That's right. Olivier Hanlon averaged 15 a game 1 season ago. Leading scorer, combo guard. Can shoot the 3 and take it off the dribble. Jump hook, backs, weak side rebound, Odio. Fortune getting back, Hanlon.
You really have to be patient defensively, Gus, because they're going to use the clock.
Here's Anderson, left hand, short. Fortune with a rebound. Now cut. Career high of 34, straight away Fortune. And knocks it down.
Well, you got to be ready with both these teams in the early offense. Shoot with confidence, and the good fortune for Providence is his ability to stick it from deep.
Josh Fortune, sophomore from Hampton, Virginia. Friars take a 5-2 lead.
Oh, gotta pay attention defensively. You can't relax, turn your head. These kids read things beautifully at BC.
Alex Dragovich, a junior, transferred from Notre Dame, sat out last season, but had some very good games as a member of the Irish. 7 double-figure performances. Inside Cotton, teardrop off the front rim, no. Loose ball. LaDontae Hinton with the power move as he banks it down.
The junk man does an awful lot of good things to glue for BC.
LaDontae Hinton, sophomore, Lansing, Michigan Eastern High School. Hanlon, Rahan, and there's it.
You peek, you sneak a look, they make you pay for it. Nice give back. Terrific guard combo.
Boston College plays like you used to play in the park growing up in Jersey.
Are you saying slow?
4 guys want to shoot the rock. Drive and pitch. Here's Harris. Big time move for the NC State transfer. Rahan in transition. Rise and fire. In and out. Hanlon. Here's Tyler Harris again.
Pretty good handle for a big guy. Little point forward mentality. You better get back. Transition D. Wouldn't you agree, Gus? These teams can light it up from deep.
Hinton calling for the ball. Fortune again. And Anderson tracks it down on the sideline but can't stay in bounds as he hit the scorer's table. Great flow to the first few minutes, though.
Gus, here's the give back. They use the ball screen. You sneak a peek right there. Fortune not paying attention to detail. Get those puppies organized and drill it from deep. Whew, great feel.
7-7, Friars and Eagles knotted up. 15:37 to play in the first half. You're watching
Fighting for a Generation, Sunday on Fox Sports 1.
Friars shorthanded for this game. 2 freshman basketball players, Brandon Austin from Philly and Rodney Bullock from Hampton, Virginia, have been suspended from game action indefinitely for not upholding their responsibilities as student athletes, and they also have 1 injured player in Chris Dunn.
And that changes everything, guys. You move up different positions. You mentioned earlier, Cotton's got to play the point now. It's really a tough adjustment after 6 weeks of practice, 2 days to change the philosophy, become more of a power team. We'll probably see a little more zone from Providence College because of the leanness of the bench.
Dunn missed the first 9 games last year with the shoulder injury. So at 15:37 to play in the first half, our score tied at 7. Providence in white, Boston College in the red uniform. And Carson DeRocha has checked in. He's a 7-footer junior from New Hampshire. They look for him inside. Not a very good pass. Squirts out Anderson. Picks it up. And he finds Patrick Heckman, who just checked in.
Don't leave this guy.
Rahan off the heel. Cotton, long rebound. Crosstown traffic. Down the lane. Left hand high and in.
How about that crossover and feel? Great offensive player with all the weapons.
Bryce Cotton from Tucson, Arizona. Team MVP last year, inside Anderson, and he shoveled his feet.
And that's what he does great, though, Anderson. They use him to set up a roadblock. He feels it, anticipates, gets to the rim. And a terrific one-handed pass, too. Not too many guards can make that play off the bounce.
These 2 teams faced each other last year at Boston College. The Eagles beat the Friars 71-68 in a highly competitive game in which neither team led by more than 6. Ryan Anderson had 24, but Olivier Hanlon came up with 17 and 12 rebounds. Cotton paced the Friars with 33. Out Cotton between the rings.
They don't like to play slow. This is a tough trip for them. Prying.
Fortune. Pure.
So much for that. That settles it all. Now you've got to know, scatter report on the catch. You've got to get right in there on Fortune.
Yesterday in practice, we saw him. The Friars and Fortune took some bad shots, but Coach Cooley said, hey, no problem. Take those shots if you're open. Inside, left hand short for Rahan, gets his own rebound and draws a foul.
Well, they do a nice job lifting people and getting open cuts, but the ball moving the other end, not panicking. DeRocha knows that's not his shot. So get those puppies organized and drill it.
Fortune.
You can't help off of him. Excuse me, guys. Second foul. Ooh.
He'll have to
changes
head to the
everything.
bench. Yes, at the 13:59 mark. Fortune goes out after hitting 2 big shots. And Olivier Hanlon walking. Now, Coach Donahue feels that Hanlon is the real deal.
He does. He has confidence in his ability. I love how he gets into cracks and finds his teammate. He doesn't take bad shots. He got some range, some strength, some size at 6'4".
That's what I thought about you when I saw you in the gym today. He's got range, size, great legs.
Well, unfortunately, it's all too late. DeRozan does pass the ball well. He's good around the rim.
Cotton, hesitation, dribble to the bucket, double clutch, no. Nice idea. And Dragovic losing an edge. He's tied up, so Providence will get it again. 4th turnover for the Eagles to start this game.
And that's when Rayhan should have made that pass. Dragovic looked bad, but with the big guy that far on the run, not a healthy look.
Ted Bancroft comes in for Tyler Harris. Bancroft wears number 22, senior from Marion, Massachusetts. Will McGarity also on the floor for Boston College, freshman from Stockholm, Sweden.
And Corbett littering our desk here.
He gives us the trash, Coach.
He must have heard the first few minutes of the game.
13:24 to play first half, 12-7 Providence.
A nice ISO. Don't they do a good job hitting one of those guys that understands how to play, blocks his guy, good angle on the pass, and the small change giveaway.
Hinton can't hold on, loses it, and here come the Eagles.
A little bit of the Michigan stuff that they run too. It reminds you of Beeline.
Straightaway 3, up and in for McGarity. He'll shoot the 3.
Does that drag the big guy out there? Pretty uncomfortable area for big guys to defend.
Boston College so far 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. Providence 2 of 3, but Fortune is on the bench. Here's DeRozan. Oh, beautiful move by the big man with the baby hook.
Hey, you saw them yesterday. They really do a nice job of getting it to the post, and the big lock by the big fella.
14-10, Providence. Opening game for both teams. Rayhan thought he had a step.
Steps. We said we were going to see a lot of threes, but the ability to dribble, drive, collapses the D. The big fella delivers, and DeRozan, a lot of starts at Wake Forest, understands how to play around the rim, gives another pounder in deep for the Friars.
Talking to Ed Cooley at practice yesterday, he was so enthusiastic about his team this season, despite some of the players that he's missing. Was proud of the way they finished last year, advancing to the NIT, winning 2 games before finally losing to Baylor, the eventual champions.
You love the way he handled adversity, too. Got after his kids. We know we don't have certain guys, but we got to still perform.
Cotton loses it, gets a hand on it. Recovered, though, by Rayhan. Now Anderson in the front court.
Everybody pump fakes, gets you to bite.
And a foul on the floor coming up against Providence. 11:43 to play first half. Friars at home, up by 4.
At the point guard position.
4-point game, 11:43 to play in the first half. A lot of rule changes, especially when it comes to hand checking. And we haven't seen that thus far in the first half of this one.
Oh, you got one.
Wow, that was fast.
Q, and this is something all the coaches have been talking about. They brought referees in to work the game, place their keeping hand form on the opponent. They're going to blow it 2 hands on the opponent. The arm bar, all of those things that you've got to You can't continually jab either on the dribble drive or when he's straightening out.
Odio. And Cotton pulls it down. He averaged close to 4 rebounds, Cotton, last year. He brings it up the front court. He draws Hanlon, starts on the wing.
You notice guys are moving their feet. That's the idea of this philosophy.
Jump shot off the mark for Tyler Harris, but will stay on this end.
And of course, we mentioned the continually jabbing at the bottom, the arm bar to impede the progress of the dribbler. They're hoping the game will speed up. There'll be more scoring. These rules were in effect but weren't called. They want consistency between now and the end of the year. That's the idea. And hopefully a lot of guys will pay attention, won't foul out. No more nickel dimers.
Would affect conferences, physical conferences like the Big Ten and the Big East. Now Batts backing his way in, turn around, right-hand jump shot. And we'll head the other way, a foul coming up. And it looks like this will be on the big fella, DeRocha.
Boy, they have a big front line. You see Harrison there at DeRocha and Batts, and you were right. He can shoot with either hand that jump hook, Batts, and he's a pretty effective low-post player.
Providence with 16 fouls, Boston College with only 1. As we approach the 10-minute mark of the first half. Baseline drive, cut off. Now Odio hands it off.
Boy, they're right up on the catch. Very wary of the deep three.
Handler strong at the basket and banks it in.
Of course, when you can shoot it and they're hugging you, you can blow by.
Olivier Hanlon with 4 points. Had a 41-point game last year against Georgia Tech. 5th in the ACC in scoring as a freshman. So he is a baller. Baseline, that one blocked. Tyler Harris slow to deliver and a whistle inside.
The ability, we talk about the hand check, you can't get the hand in there. Look at this hesitation, the strength to complete the deal. And when you shoot deep with this extraordinary ability and able to take the hit and finish, that was big time.
Anderson picks up the foul for BC. Second team foul against the Eagles, and that'll send Kadeem Batts, senior from Boston, to the free throw line.
Well, he trimmed down, didn't he? Impressive physical specimen. Very competitive, continually works. Good leadership qualities.
Batts last year with 14.7 rebounds against Boston College. Had some huge games, 32 and 8 rebounds, 3 blocks against Mississippi State, 25 versus Cincinnati. Rayhan comes back into the game. He'll replace Eddie Odio. So Hanlon moves over to the point. Looks like Providence in a zone.
Good call there. That's the little 2-3. And now they're matching up. Harris.
Hanlon again, this time blocked by DeRocha.
Big time effort by the big guy.
Needs the break. Harris on the baseline, offensive foul.
They talked about the tough twos on both ends, the ability to get back and in position. Terrific use of the feet. And this is what's impressive, when kids can get there and not put the hand in there. And that's going to be a big element all year long.
Tyler Harris picks up his first. This time an offensive foul called against Boston College.
I think it was Rayhan. Moving pick. A little confusion with PC. Changed the look, went 2-3, matched up out of it.
Rayhan plays most of the game. Led BC in minutes and assists last year. Also on the all-academic team, so smart kid. Cotton. Harris travels.
But Cotton really uses ball screens well, doesn't he? Knows how to turn the corner. Harris in a hurry to get to the rim.
6 turnovers apiece. 9:20 to go. 16-12. Providence. Rayhan swings it in front. High off the glass, count it, and the foul.
DeRosa just a step late, and that's what Providence wants to do. They want to let them take away the three, force them to put it on the deck, and then if they make the tough two, so be it. DeRosa just hugged his guy. Got to anticipate, get over there, split the basket. And of course, Anderson, he's concerned about a little slip pass to him.
And Rayhan has a family of athletes. His brother James hooped at San Diego State. His sister Kayla played soccer at DePaul as he misses the free throw. And a foul on the rebound.
79% free throw shooter too, Rayhan.
Patrick Heckman called for the foul, his first.
Hey, no flashing.
Full court pressure now by Boston College. Providence worked on this yesterday in practice. Hinton brings it up.
Good steps. Now they're not looking to steal it, but you've got to establish that pivot foot. They're trying to slow you down a little bit, contain.
Seven turnovers for PC. 6 for Boston College.
Hand check there, but the ability to turn the corner. Dragovich, one of those guys that can shoot it too. When they hug you, you can put it down.
And the clock has stopped in the building, so the officials are going over to take a look. We've had 12 ties and 14 lead changes in last year's game. Same kind of feel this evening.
You know, you were looking for coffee all night long. You know what this building is named?
What is it named?
I think it's Dunkin'. And we couldn't get a cup.
Would that be the Dunkin' Donuts Center, a.k.a. the Dunk? They did a nice job with this building.
They did. And Dave Gavin, of course, the choreographer of the Big East Conference, he was the one that got the city and state involved in redoing the building.
Cotton trying to feed the post and a foul from behind. Now you're starting to see those ticky-tack fouls called.
He got trapped, though. Is that Olivier back there?
That's Hanlon, called for his first.
Providence could be effective pounding it inside with some regularity.
Fortune comes back in for Providence, playing with 2 fouls. Cotton to Batts. Fortune wants to let it go, tried to wrap it around, knocked out a play, and will stay right here.
A pretty good defense that time by Boston College. Real solid. Helped on the post, recovered.
Sloppy play, though. Last few minutes for both teams. Fortune. Now Cotton. A lot of energy expended for Cotton, having to play point guard tonight. Hesitation, fade away, in and out. That's there. Can he hold on? No. Anderson finally picks it up. Outlet to Hanlon. In transition. Tried to dump it down. Knocked away. Cotton 4-on-1. Cotton bounce pass. Hit into the cup and draws a foul.
Yeah, nice job. So you got a converter. Goes the other way with the blow-by.
And the new Big East. Let's take a look.
Because those additions, you got Butler, Creighton, Xavier, who we'll see next week. Some pretty impressive credentials off of last year, wouldn't you say?
No doubt about it. St. John's feels that they have some of the best talent that they've had in a while. We had a chance to host the St. John's tip-off dinner the other night. Raph taking center stage.
You raised a lot of money. If I run an auction, I'm hiring you.
That's right.
By the way, we are in mid-season. Ed Corbett just went after a fan on the sideline. I didn't think they had ears until later in the season.
Hits the second free throw. 8:05 to go, 1-point game. Providence with only 1 field goal in the last 6 minutes. Fortune out during that span.
Owen's on the floor now. And there's that small change you don't like.
7:52 to go. Foul fest early. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the game summary.
Interesting to see. I know what you're going to bring up because turnover. I think both teams are playing quickly, which has hurt them. And you don't like the whistle, do you?
This is ridiculous. 15 fouls, folks, in 12 minutes. And I know what they're trying to do, but can players adjust to this?
Well, they're going to have to. If you want to play the minutes, the physicality that you love, it's going to be addressed with hand checks. None of the chugging, and they want a free flow, and the referees are mandated to make the call. So they're going to have to understand, if I want to stay in the game, I'm going to have to move, cut the angle, don't put the hands on the individual. And, you know, you ask these refs, do they like calling it? I'm sure they don't. They would rather a free-flowing game, but until the players adjust, it's going to be a free throw shooting contest some evenings.
So at the free throw line, Will McGarity. And he misses the front end. Here come the Friars up by a point. 17-16. Fortune with the ball has 2 fouls. Harris on the baseline looking inside. Nice catch by Hinton. And one.
What a nice play. Good heads-up passing.
Kofani.
Just stuck with it, and this is Hinton's contribution. Pretty solid basketball. Gus, I have a question as we look at this once more. Why wouldn't you drive all the time if they're going to call it? Right? I mean, you got blow by speed. I put the pressure on the defense, put the pressure on the officials.
Very good point, Coach Raftery. Providence up by 3. Now Rayhan.
A little 2-3 look now. Stretching. Should be able to flash. This team uses the floor.
Garland Owens almost had it stripped. 11 to shoot.
Good job defensively there, moving the feet, not using the hands by Providence.
And what the coaches are saying that the big adjustment based on these new rules will be you're going to see a lot of teams playing zone.
Just to keep guys on the floor.
For Providence, that last bucket, their first field goal in the last 6 minutes.
And, you know, to add on to what you said, do you think Jim Boeheim likes these rules? They're right up his alley with the 2-3.
Cotton. Inside, here's Batts in the hole, lost it, he'll bat it out. 13 to shoot for Cotton. Crossover dribble, 16-foot pull-up. A brick. Anderson rips it down, outlet Hanlon. Ahead of the field, Hanlon to the hole, left hand, and he comes up short.
Everything but, boy, nice switch to that side.
Diagonal pass, Hinton can't hold on. And it's taken away, Olivier Hanlon.
A 3.
The lob!
Wow, nice fill. And they had the floor spread, keeping everybody honest. Rayhan on the wing was open. Terrific athletic move by Anderson.
Garland Owens hammering it down. Eagles pulled to within 1. Great crowd on hand tonight, folks. Capacity 12,400. This place is almost full. Now Cotton driving with the left. Double clutch.
He's got something, doesn't he? Got a little talent.
Around the world for Cotton, giving the Friars a 21-18 lead. Closing in on 5 minutes. Providence staying in the zone. Odio. And a foul up top.
The ability to get down the floor and then have a point guard that can deliver. There goes the elevation, not too bad as well. Woo. Owens, unbelievable at the rim, and then Cotton, that little dexterity. A little kiss at the tin, the blow-by. This kid is tough, using ball screens or individually, just putting it on the deck.
So Eddie Odio, junior from Miami, Florida. Started the last few games of the season. As you see a sub come in for Providence. That's Bancroft. As Kofani heads to the bench.
You know, I mentioned to you in the St. Joe scrimmage, Owens, the dunk at the end of one of the 20-minute. It was one of the great athletic moves around the rim.
Gus Johnson along with Coach Bill Raftery. We're in Providence, Rhode Island. Dave Gavitt Court, the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Opening game of the season for both these teams, and basketball on Fox Sports 1. And a foul inside.
Bancroft inside position, nice job. Got the little Tavern League discharge.
Second foul on Hanlon with 5:15 to play. Let's see if he comes out of the game after picking up 2. Bancroft at the line. Ted Bancroft from Marion, Mass, senior. Here's Rayhan. In and out dribble, pretty.
Always moving.
Providence doing a nice job closing in on shooters. Lob, Owens again. That one thrown behind him. And Tyler Harris comes up with the loose ball.
He's going to be fun to watch, though, isn't he? Nice step and go. Anderson with a good delivery.
Pats, 15-footer from the elbow and hitting. Gets the offensive rebound and stick back. Working hard in the paint.
This kid gives you everything. Doesn't need the ball. And he was saying we don't even have to run plays. And Bats can make that, but he's missed 2. But look who's right in the vicinity. All about effort and stick-to-itiveness.
So LaDontae Hinton, only a sophomore from Lansing, his career high 37 against Brown last year. Also a terrific rebounder, his career high 17. He has 6 right now.
Pretty good player came out of Lansing, huh?
That's right.
That's your own neck of the woods.
The state of Michigan.
The Magic Man.
Rayhan will take his time bringing the ball up the floor. Providence sets back in that zone.
Tough to get a shot over Harris on this wing. Now they match up out of it. Just a little wrinkle, use 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Rayhan straight away. Hinton cuts him off. 8 to shoot inside, nicely done. Anderson muscled that one down.
He's as good as anybody in the country finding a hole after slipping to the rim. Big body, wards off, just understands when to dive to the tin.
First bucket of the night for Ryan Anderson.
There's their high-low.
Bats forced it up and gets the soft roll.
And Hinton makes the delivery. Excellent passer from the top. Bats knocking it down.
27-22. Dragovic. Dragovic down the lane. He's looking to pull that string on the jump shot. Odio. Oh,
Dio. Wow. Send it in. Well, he's got some hops.
Eddie Odio elevating 27-24. Boston College hanging around. Hinton. Odio with the rebound.
Springy kid, isn't he bouncy?
Rayhan feeding the post. Anderson. Jump hook right hand. Got it.
Good solid post up, always available.
Anderson now with 4. 1-point lead for Providence. 2:33 and counting. Cotton. Inside. Bats knocked away by Anderson.
Just a little. Harris reacted slowly. Could have come up with that.
9 turnovers for Providence. Rayhan. Perling. Owens. And hits. First lead of the game for Boston College. 2:12 to play. 29-27.
If he can make that with his agility at the rim, Owens, what a factor he could be.
7-0 run for BC and a travel down low. 10 turnovers for the Friars and a timeout on the floor.
You like this? Woo! Trampoline-like effect about them, and Gus emceed a evening with St. John's recently and got everybody contribute a lot of money. But Stu, I wonder how many times he got fired by Pitino when he was the assistant here. Maybe we'll find out at halftime.
That's right. Back then, from 85 to 87, how about the staff? Jeff Van Gundy, Herb Sendek, Gordy.
Chiesa, right?
Also on that squad. They went to the Final Four in 87, and I remember Jeff Van Gundy telling me one time that they should all give Billy Donovan 10% of every dollar they've earned in coaching because he led them to the Final Four.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff would cough up knowing him. Be a little tight. I think he slept in his car the first couple of days here. They didn't even know he didn't have an apartment. They've all done pretty well when you think of it.
That's
great
right.
Staff, great team. A lot of fun in the conference in those days.
Rick Pitino coming off another national championship last year, this time with Louisville. 1:46 to play. First half. Eagles have taken the lead, 29-27. Anderson in the pivot. Now backing his way in, bumping, grinding, turnaround jumper,
Tough.
count it.
He is tough, solid, savvy, good head and shoulder, and the ability to use either hand. That a big fella.
Anderson, after a slow start, has 6 points, letting the game come to him.
No, not a good entry here. Bad angle. Hinton couldn't load up, hold off. Dragovic.
Dragovic driving hard to the basket. Blocked from behind. Looks like Kofani got it. Cotton. Harris wide open. Kofani fighting it. Taken away by Anderson. Outlet. Here's Owens, and he traveled.
He was thinking of dunk from half court when he got that pass. Catch him, put it on the deck.
Providence leading for most of this game, but right now, Boston College on a 9-0 run to take the lead. Both teams in the bonus as Bryce Cotton starts the offense. That's 18-footer.
Oh, I thought he had that one.
Harris saves it from going out of bounds right to Ryan Anderson. He'll slow it down. And a timeout call by BC. 40 seconds to play, first half, 31-27. And welcome back, 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Providence won for their last 8 from the field. Boston College shooting a whopping 59% as a team.
They're such a demanding team. Boston College, the way they run their sets, keep you very active, spread you, lift you, understand how to cut at the proper time. And then you got Anderson, just a wily kind of a guy in his feel, his ability to slip screens, read ahead.
So Rayhan will take his time. About an 8-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Dragovic looking for just a little crease.
There's their hide and seek play. They get a good one too. Timeout.
And a timeout call by Providence. 16.7 to go. Back after this. Steve Donahue has seen an impressive 9-0 run from his team. And with 16.7 to go, the Boston College Eagles lead at 31-27. They brought Sam Donahue in off the bench to take that three. He rattled one in and out. Now Providence with the basketball, they'll play for one shot.
One nice play too, Gus. Push your guy to the foul line, step back, the center turns, Anderson pins and get a good clean look.
So here comes Cotton along with Hinton. Bats, Fortune in the corner on the right side, and Harris.
Got to get something going to the rim or a post up.
Here's Fortune. He'll let it go. No, try to dump it down. Bats claims it. 5 to shoot. Bats finds Fortune from deep. And an air ball. And that's the end of the first half with the score. Boston College 31, Providence 27. We'll send you to Rob Stone and Sue Jackson in our Los Angeles studios right after this. You're watching.
Love Stone, Stu Jackson back here with you with Providence down 4 at the break. We take an exclusive look and listen inside the Friars locker room. Here's head coach Ed Cooley just moments ago.
We need better angles from here. We need better angles below the free throw line, all right? But I thought we got really impatient with our offense and they got stagnant. They got really, really stagnant. Continue to run them off the three-point line. We did a good job. The problem is, it's not even they're driving our closeouts. We got to get somebody who can guard the ball because they're just running right by us. Just running right by us into the paint. When they're in their 2-3 set, when they have a guy here, here, and here, exactly what we're talking about. If the ball's on the other side of the floor, Tyler, you started to do a good job with it. You want to be here, okay? You want to have a defensive player here, all right? If it's over here, whoever this guy is, as he spaces, you want to be here when the ball's away from you. That'll help take away that back cut.
And listening to that, I saw you nodding your head in agreement multiple times.
Well, Coach Cooley is right on. They've executed their game plan in terms of taking away the three, but what they're giving up is dribble drives to the basket and off of screens, and that's what has to improve if they expect to win this basketball game.
Again, Boston College, 13 of 23 from the floor. They had the lead late, taken from Providence, so BC on top by 4. Second half, when we return.
And at halftime here in Providence, they brought out the World Series trophy given to the Boston Red Sox for winning it against the St. Louis Cardinals. So a festive atmosphere here in Providence. Friars down, and moments ago, he caught up with Ed Cooley in his locker room.
I know you guys are better than what we're showing. We're way better than what we're showing. Stay in push and transition. Stay in push and transition. As we start to loosen Cotton up for some shots, you got to be really strong with the ball, okay? You got to be strong with the ball.
All right, Gus Johnson, along with Coach Raftery, and Coach, your thoughts about Ed Cooley and what he said to his team.
I think he's upset at the turnovers. Their passing wasn't as good as it should be. They got bad angles. It sounds like he wants to push it and make better decisions. You know, going inside won't hurt, and then inside out for threes would be more effective. But Steve Donahue's kids, they're so well taught how to reverse the ball, get themselves set, use screens, and Anderson is like exceptional. Understands the game, reads things great.
19 fouls, 21 turnovers in the first half for both teams as we take a look at the halftime stats.
The big thing, I think, for both coaches, the turnovers. You got to be solid with the basketball. And I think the speed of play for Providence, push it, but if you don't have anything, just understand, get in spots, make better decisions. And that guy right there, boy, talk about a point forward. He's a point center.
Good job, Raph.
Anderson with 6 points in the first half on 3 of 5 shooting. To lead Boston College, 2 other players with 5, 1 with 4. And Boston College with the basketball to start the second half. There's Anderson on a backdoor cut.
Just screen, feel, and dive. Pretty.
So BC on an 11-0 run dating back to the end of the first half. Cotton turns the corner hard to the basket, and it goes down.
Just like Ed said, let's get him going a little bit. Remember, he hurt his thumb there a little bit, too.
Remember, Cotton had 33 against Boston College the last time they played. 8 points right now.
What a great name for a scorer, though, huh? Cotton.
Odio, big dunk in the first half. Jump hook, comes up short. Nicely defended by Hinton. And PC will get the basketball.
Nice shot by Harris. Odio's got to finish that, doesn't he, Gus? Right at the rim like that. Couldn't have gotten a better opportunity.
Cotton bats, pulls up, got a good look, comes up short. Hanlon, oh, nice hesitation dribble. And he's fouled as he blows right to the basket.
Changing speed, so big for guards. Pace, and then blow by. and put it up nice and high. Cotton jammed that thumb a little bit at the rim. Must have got a little swat on the way down.
Rahan, as Anderson tries to wrap it around, poked away by Hinton. Outlet for Jude, ahead of the field, and he'll punch it down.
What was that quick? I know you can get up there, Gus, but do you get up quickly or are you a saunterer to the rim?
I can't get up on my son's Nerf hoop.
A little small one by Bats, but we both enjoyed Ryan Anderson getting free, so essential. As they lift people, there's a lot of room for the big fella to dominate. Head and shoulder, deliver with the left. Gorgeous.
Started 32 games last year. All ACC third team, 8 double-doubles. Leading BC in that category. He's 4 for 4 since an 0 for 2 start. Rahan on the fade. And knocked out a play. Eagles will get it again.
And Anderson did a nice job. He slipped, had a smaller guy fortune on him. He was in position to factor in that offensive rebound for his team.
Hanlon, 15-footer, in and out, Hinton, two-hand rebound, outlet Cotton. They push it hard, leave it for Hinton, and he travels.
Yep,
wow.
Too fast. Just relax a little bit.
"12 turnovers for Providence. 31 points for the Friars. Eagles on top, 33-31. Anderson muscles his way in. Fadeaway jump shot around the rim and out. Another rebound for Hinton.
Here's a little Marcus play screen to screener.
Cotton popping out, top of the arc. Fortune, quick release. And a foul inside coming up against BC.
I think it was Anderson there holding on to Bats. The pull down. That's when you're a little tired.
So Anderson picks up his first.
Now, Providence getting good shots, guys. Taking offensive rebound.
Cotton frees himself with a dribble. And fouled on the release. Cotton is crafty.
Now, that's one of the rules, too. They want to protect the shooter more this year. And I think that's a great idea. All the way through the shot. See, a lot of guys run through. He may have done a little toe dance, too. Stick that leg out. Clever.
The first one going down for Bryce Cotton. And there are 4 things to know about Bryce Cotton. First of all, his favorite protein is the Lakers. His favorite meal, salmon and rice. And for some reason, he likes rap music. Or hip-hop music. It's not called rap anymore, Coach.
Is that right?
It's hip-hop.
Well, I'm going to learn a lot this year from you. I know that. Changed my whole modus operandi.
We'll have you listening to some Drake before this season is over. 6-0 run for Providence. Dragovic driving.
Oh, go to the rim.
Hanlon, soft one, pure.
Now that's what they do best, though. They drive, turn heads, and kick back or slap back.
Hanlon, 7 points on the night. He averaged close to 15 last year as a freshman in the ACC. Right now, Ed Cooley trying to get Tyler Harris going. Hinton with English.
And a well-designed play. Little curl from the foul line to the dominant hand of Hinton.
Ladante with 8 points. 1-point game. Rahan.
When they cut, Gus, they cut hard, BC. Make a pass, do something quickly.
Hanlon stripped on the way up.
Whoops.
Cotton. BC, nice transition defense to get back. Cotton signals for Harris to move to the opposite side. Fortune off the bounce, and he's pushed. 15:52 to play. Second half. Boston College up by a penny.
NAIA championship and made the final game 2 years ago. Pretty darn good. Still knows what's going on. And great run. I sat with Mike Tranghese at that game. We couldn't root for anybody.
Mike's here at this game this evening. Former commissioner of the Big East. Fortune. Now Cotton being pressured by Rayhan. Takes him off the dribble to the hole.
Pretty.
And rattles it home.
Well, he really has a feel around the rim. Elevates the delivery. So, it's feathered.
Bryce Cotton starting to heat up. He has 12, had 6 at halftime. Friars up by a point. Off balance jump shot goes down. Patrick Heckman, the junior from Mainz, Germany, with the soft touch.
Tell you, nice play, and they were posting up on the mismatch. Anderson.
Fortune guarded by Handlin. Cotton.
Good load up.
And foul.
That's what you like to see. The turning of the corner here, you can just see. I think when you've got speed like he has, take the guy. The hand check they're going to call. And here you can see the mismatch underneath and a little hang time. He was with the German national team this summer. Made a big 3 last year against Providence.
Anderson picked up his second foul as Batts sinks the first free throw. Points on the board for Kadeem. And he'll get a pair.
You see, Providence really can't get after people with the full court pressure, not with the lack of bodies.
And that brings back the crowd here at Providence. Anderson in the low post. Backs his way in, drops step baseline side and draws a foul.
Body, yeah, good call, Gus. And that's a point of emphasis, too. We're going to body guys right out of bounds, and that's the proper call. Refs don't like it. They're not going to tolerate it this year. You can stand up tall, but watch the body now, the bump towards the baseline, and that's an illegal play. Good call.
Third foul on Batts. And he heads out of the game. Baseline, Rayhan. Too strong, and the rebound goes to DeRocha, who just checked in for Batts.
See if he can give him some good minutes.
Cotton to the bucket, the leaner. Anderson cradles it. Handlin drives. Rims off. DeRocha again with the board. Cotton controlling.
That's good composure. The head was standing up. Stop it. Let's run something.
Fortune. And foul.
Well, if he can do that, we know he can shoot it. It's a matter of putting it on the deck.
Now, Big East basketball comes to Fox on Saturday, November 16th, with a top 20 showdown between the 11th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes and the 17th-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles. That's Saturday, November 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox.
Lenzel Smith, Aaron Kraft, they got some players at Ohio State, and Buzz has got it going. Great front line. Finding somebody at the point at Marquette to run the show for them. They're going to be a factor come tournament time.
Subs coming in for BC. Dragovic back in the game. Odio as well. Handlin will take a seat.
You agree with that, with Fortune, if he can put it on the deck the way he shoots it?
Yes. He has an opportunity to have a very good season. Fortune with 10 points. Remember, he got in early foul trouble, had 2, and had to head to the bench. 41-38, Providence. Their fans rooting on the defense. Boston College, though, has had answers. They've come up with some timely baskets. Usually going to this man. Oh! And he flushes it down with 2.
Bad gamble. Sell out defensively. And what a nice use of the derriere there.
10 points now for Ryan Anderson.
He just locks people up, guys.
Cotton. Cotton and Fortune looking off DeRocha. Now DeRocha comes out to screen. And a foul up top.
Too tough. for Anderson, but he's too tough here. Watch the sellout defensively. That's inexperience by Harris. And the holding off, the left hand, just spins his guy and attacks. Sending it.
Anderson, though, picked up his third foul. He'll head out of the game and be replaced by Will McGarity. Anderson leaves with 10 points. He also has 6 rebounds. Fortune. Hinton. Run the weave up top and a push off Cotton. Good call by the referee, Brian O'Connell.
Easy call when they extend that arm. I don't know if Ed saw it, but you can't dislodge a guy like that.
Beckman sliding in. Second foul on Bryce Cotton. 1-point game. 2 old foes battling. Boston College, formerly of the Big East, and Providence, currently in the Big East.
Patient late.
Beckman, skip pass, Odio, and a hand-checking foul coming up again. I mean, if you can't touch the guys, they're virtually unguardable if you drive on them.
Particularly if you run out not under control, and that's what happens on the cross-court reversal. You've got to jump stop out there, skip out, and be ready to guard your guy. That's a drill a lot of guys are going to have to work on, and particularly with these nickel-dime calls, which are exactly what's being ordered.
Question is, will the referees consistently call the games this way throughout the season after the pressure months?
They're adamant about it, though. John Adams is dictated, and they're asked to follow through.
Dragovic. And Ed Cooley wants to slow things down now as he takes a look at the defense and calls out a play. Cooley's got great stage presence on the sideline for PC. Baseline, nice play. They missed the chippy, but it squirts out to Fortune.
DeRosa with nice attack to save it.
New shot clock for the Friars.
Yeah, Eddie's been a breath of fresh air at Providence. They're really happy with him, the type of job he's done.
10 years as an assistant to Al Skinner, 9 at Boston College. Fortune, and he's fouled. 11:32 to play. Close one so far. Friars up by 1.
On the National Geographic Channel.
Providence by 1, 11:32 to play in the second half. Time now for our Lexus Playbook.
Bryce Cotton has tendonitis. When Gus Johnson has tendonitis, he misses games. Announcing that is the blow by, hurt the thumb. Able to dominate against the Bigs with a pretty release.
And Bryce Cotton, 12 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 rebounds. Ryan Anderson on the other side with 10 and 6. In last year's game, neither team led by more than 6 points. Same scenario this evening.
They need Anderson coming down the stretch. He's got those 3 fouls.
He's got already 12 fouls in the second half, 31 in the game in 28 minutes. The referees are going to have to keep a pocket full of whistles.
Eddie had to switch whistles. He wore his out.
So here's Josh Fortune at the line. Fortune has been silky smooth tonight, folks.
It'll be interesting to see Gus BC what they run on offense now without Anderson. Do they have the same kind of flow, particularly with his screening ability and understanding of where to dive?
And both free throws good. That allows Providence to get back on defense. Hanlon, who's been quiet in this second half.
Odio's the guy that replaces Anderson.
Anderson with 3 fouls. I'm sure he won't sit on the bench for very long. Rayhan, Torrey Pines High School in San Diego. Hanlon deep.
Pretty good defense and really settled for a tough shot. Not the flow earlier.
Harris, strong to the basket. They find him in transition, and that may get him going.
And he's got some talent. You're right. Eddie doing a job on the sideline trying to rouse the folks here in downtown Providence before they hit Federal Hill.
Friars up by 5. Rayhan shifty as he gets to the basket and banks it down. He has 7 points.
Little zone look now. Little 2-3 without the factor of Anderson. Now they're back to man. Now it could be a match too, Gus. Play the guy in your area.
Fortune for 3.
Nice look by Harris, though. His activity prevailed.
15. For the sophomore from Hampton, Virginia. 11-2 run for Providence. And a foul on the floor against the Friars.
Yeah, Cotton, that fatigue a factor. You can't move your legs. You get a little bit tired. But I just love the look by Harris. He was on the wing, come up the foul line, delivered it. Fortune just organizes him and knocks him down.
Meanwhile, Bryce Cotton picks up his third. 48-42. Rayhan inbound on the baseline.
They're pinned down.
Anderson is back in for BC. Heckman. Oh, and 1.
And he's got the old "it's good." Scored a goal.
Imported from Germany.
Now watch this. This is a Jersey kind of acknowledgement. If we can see the hand, count the goal. Pretty though. When you can shoot it, you can put it on the deck.
So Boston College going to the free throw line for the first time in the second half. Providence 8 for 8 at the stripe. As Patrick Heckman adds the free throw and completes the conventional three-point play. Three-quarter court pressure being applied by the Eagles, broken easily by Providence. Cotton turns a corner.
Pretty. Not a good shot though at the end. You know, interesting, that little matchup. You're letting him turn the corner because nobody's showing on the screen. Anderson was 5 feet away. I think he should have stopped and made that little 15-foot jumper.
So with that foul, it's the third on Odio, and we'll send DeRocher to the line to shoot 1-1. Heckman pulls it down. Under 10 to play, second half, opening game of the season for these two teams. Hanlon trying to create. Rayhan curls inside, dumps it down, stolen by Fortune. Great anticipation.
You're right, Gus. Heady faced the ball, see the action. High low.
Inside, Atwin rimming off for Hinton. Here comes Hanlon. He's got to get busy. Inside, nice. Anderson, and he's hacked and fouled.
Boy, Heckman's done some job, hasn't he?
Yes.
Great pass. Good understanding of the move to the rim. Not afraid. It's an international game anymore. And just a simple giveaway at the end.
Ryan Anderson, Long Beach Poly High School, Lakewood, California. That's the first.
He grows on you, doesn't he?
Oh, he
watch
does.
Anderson. Just a real good insight.
Quiet player, Gatorade Player of the Year, Mr. Basketball in the state of California.
Did a couple of that Nike Big Man Skills Camp this summer.
6'8", adds a couple of free throws, 1-point game. Ryan Anderson now with 12. Owens comes in, and he'll replace Odio.
This is that change the tempo three-quarter you alluded to. Just make the clock tick a little bit.
Harris for 3. And that's not the shot Ed Cooley wants him taken, but it squirts out, picked up by Hinton. New shot clock for the Friars. Cotton running the pick and roll with Hinton.
Nice help.
Hinton driving, elevates, and banks it in.
Well, you got to get on his left hand. You got to force him the other way.
10 points for Hinton. Providence with a 50-47 lead. Hanlon.
Unfortunate.
Hanlon and Fortune.
Not too bad here, though. Go to the left. Hinton with the delivery. Wise. That's a 10.
50-47, Providence leads Boston College with under 8 to play. And you know, the original Big East Conference was the brainchild of legendary Hall of Famer Dave Gavitt. Gavitt coached here at Providence from 1969 to 79, and then in 79 he became the first ever commissioner of the Big East, a position he held for 12 years, and it is only fitting the Big East plays its first ever regular season game right here in Providence. And you knew Coach Gavitt extremely well.
My family reveres him. He said, I've watched you coach. You ought to get into announcing, which was a heck of a start. And I always thought his wife Julie's here tonight, who was a doll, and helped formulate the philosophy along with Dave. And I used to have a holy picture over the bed. And my wife took it down after I saw the announcing and put Dave Gavitt's picture up. So he just meant so much to so many people, and the growth of this great conference was testimony to his insight, his dedication, and his ability to get people to work together, something we all look for in life.
And from a historical perspective, what conference or conferences did most of the Big East teams play in prior to the start of the Big East Conference?
They all played the ECAC, Eastern Athletic Conference, and they would take areas and put 4 teams that had done well. Then you would play for the right to go to the NCAA, and that's all they had. And his marketing expertise was, he said, we're really good. We all play one another, beat one another. Let's get together, form this league. And he kept putting names in of schools, and it turned out to something magnificent.
Both free throws good for Olivier Hanlon. He has 9 points, a 1-point game now. Providence unable to shake this Boston College team. BC leading at halftime as they went on a 9-0 run to end the first half. But Providence, as Ed Cooley said during his halftime speech, we're a better team and we can play better, and they have. Hit.
Ooh, nice, strong move. And he went right that time. Put it on the deck. An attack.
12 points for LaDante. 52-49. Raham. Heckman. Nice pass. Hanlon. A rise and fire.
See, I don't understand why you turn and look at the dribbler. You've got to stay at home. You can't give him that open look. Too dangerous.
Hinton now out deep. Harris saves it to Cotton. Quick release. And buries it.
Woo! Dagger. Early.
Big East basketball on FS1, folks. It's going to be a good winner on FS1. 55-49. Hanlon in and out dribble to the hole. No call. Cotton.
Now, this is where they got to be patient. Don't be in a hurry.
That's.
Go the other way.
There you go. Exactly right, Coach.
Oh, you got the hammer. Keep it in your pocket, and that's number 4. How about hitting the attack here? The confidence to go to the rim, and Harris with the save, the ability to find, hang in the air, and it's all cut and nylon.
Bats picks up his 4th, heads to the bench. DeRocha back in for Providence. Now Raham brings it up with Odio, Heckman, Anderson, and Hanlon with the ball right now.
And this is where the poise and experience of BC can prevail. Nice slip. He's so tough.
And Anderson draws the foul.
Curls. Reads.
DeRocha picks up his 4th. Ryan Anderson, 12 points to go along with 6 rebounds as he misses the first. Tomorrow, It's UFC Fight Night on Fox Sports 1, a light heavyweight showdown between two UFC legends, Vitor Belfort and Dan Henderson. That's UFC Fight Night tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1.
Well, you've done that too, haven't you? That sport, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't do it anymore.
You did, though.
Yes, I did for a second. A little too physical for the old man.
It hurts watching. Tough guys.
Great athletes, great people involved in mixed martial arts. Cotton inside. Harris dribbles it off the foot and out of bounds.
Boy, Eddie had a nice set, too. They had a curl out top and a post up.
15 turnovers for Ed Cooley's Friars. Remember, Providence comes into this game without 3 of their key players. Chris Dunn out with a shoulder injury. He's a backup point guard. As Rehan curls to Anderson for the easy jam.
Steve's guys really know how to play. I mean, it's a clinic offensively. Get you turning ahead and just seize the opportunity.
Correction, Chris Dunn, a starting point guard for Providence, out with that shoulder injury. Now DeRocha. Oh, what a play by the big man. He held it out.
Wow, and he's got the pose to go with it. You like that, huh? It's not the Hawk, by the way. Let's
Look like I'm right here.
It's not Connie, but it's pretty. Look at the look, too. Show me. Big fella. He can help them.
Not a bad player. 7 feet, 250.
I mentioned his days down there at Wake Forest. I mean, he's had a lot of opportunities for that team.
So not only is Chris Dunn out with the shoulder, Brandon Austin and Rodney Bullock, the 2 freshmen, suspended for this game. 58-52. Providence trying to win their opener against Boston College, playing their opener as well. Rehan, hesitation on the baseline. Anderson in the corner.
Tough match for DeRosa. Anderson, see, he doubles and leaves him at the rim, but look at the recovery. I think they got Harris, not DeRosa, but I like the activity by the big guy.
A couple of ACC transfers on this Providence team. Harris and DeRocha. NC State, Wake, Anderson.
You know, it's tough to be this good this early, though.
Well,
think about it. This, you know, first with the lights on that count.
Now Owens will check in, and Dragovic heads to the bench. Owens, the athlete.
It looked like you're starting a little more pressure this time, fronting the inbounds.
Fortune has been clutch, as well as Cotton, who has the ball right now. Drawing Rehan.
DeRocha, pretty good passer, too, on the floor as well.
Cotton with a screen, quick release. And Owens with a rebound. He'll bring it up himself. 4-point game. Closing in on 4 minutes. Rehan. Anderson, 18-footer, and rattled it home.
Wow, he can bite you a little bit. Not a great three-point shooter, can make a couple. Last year, 21%, but that mid-ranger, tough.
He's got 19 and 6 boards. Ryan Anderson with an old-school feel to his game.
He sure does.
Fortune.
One of those guys that can embarrass you, can't he?
Fortune on the baseline. 10 to shoot. Cotton takes a look at the clock. Chili sauce here. Oh, eye candy, folks. Whew. Bryce Cotton giving it up strong. 17.
And he's got tendonitis, folks.
Odio.
They got to stay in contact because they do use some time. Look at the big guy, DeRocher with the kick out as well.
To Harris, he's out hitting with him. Harris, Euro step and foul.
Whew. You said old school, Gus, but he's got the ability to knock some shots down from that mid-range area. Drive, bang everybody baseline. The big fella, and High Cotton with the ability to blow by. And what'd you call it?
I can.
Hot.
And welcome back to Providence, Rhode Island. Our score, the Friars of Providence 60, the Boston College Eagles 56. Gus Johnson along with Bill Raftery. Opening game of the season for both these teams. Opening game of the season for Big East basketball on Fox Sports 1 as we take a look at the game reset.
The understanding of when to use these timeouts, saving them down the stretch, very important. Of course, the bonus, I think they've adjusted a little bit to the hand checking, and part of it has been the solid play of these two guys. They have just done everything in an intelligent fashion, read defenses. We got to the rim in Cotton's case, and Anderson just so instrumental in all the sets on the offensive end, and they are sophisticated by Steve Donahue's guys.
Tyler Harris at the line. The NC State transfer didn't play last year. Went to St. Benedict's Prep in Newark, New Jersey. His brother Tobias is a terrific player with the Orlando Magic. Tyler, this offseason, had a chance to work with some NBA guys at the Kevin Durant Skills Academy. LeBron James in attendance.
He will blossom, Gus. He's got a great looking stroke and release. Get in the field, get into a comfort zone here. Establish his game. Looks like a little zone look now. And they're up on the shooters. Could be some offensive rebound, at least driving lanes as well.
Baseline, pull-up jump shot, and it goes down for Hanlon.
And timeout quickly.
62-59. BC hanging around. Don't go.
You know, Gus, as a coach, you can't, but let's go zone. Let's get up on the three-point shooters, but it opens up creativity, driving lanes. Rayhan, one of those guys, pack the defense. All of a sudden, good vision. You want to slip to the rim or find your backcourt partner. Hey, Olivier, and that's no acting in that corner by Hanlon. Terrific play by the guards.
Hanlon, a 39% three-point shooter a year ago, and this kid was the first BC player named Conference Freshman of the Year since Troy Bell in 2000, and Troy Bell can get it done.
Unbelievable. Good player, playing in Europe, I believe, at this point.
Hanlon 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 12 points. Anderson leads BC in scoring at 19. Now Providence will inbound the ball. Full court pressure being applied. Looks like it's token pressure by Boston College as Fortune takes his time.
This is where the guards have to elevate their game on both ends. They will be making all the decisions.
Hinton almost traveled. Cotton to his strong hand. Inside, DeRocher. Big fella shows it and draws a foul.
Boy, he is playing terrific. He's a great target. Good footwork. Now, Brian Blaney, the assistant, that Cooley was telling me that they know how to use him. Ed understands his ability, where to put him, where to be a factor. He's going to be a nice addition to this front line.
And more importantly for BC, Ryan Anderson has picked up his fourth. Heckman's at the scorer's table. Let's see if he goes to get him. No, he will not get him. Owens comes out. Anderson looked over at Steve Donahue, his head coach, and said, "Coach, leave me in. I'll play with 4 fouls."
Pleading almost, but smart. Down the stretch here, you need him.
And the second free throw good for DeRocher. 7 points for the 7-footer. Providence up by 5. And DeRocher comes out, gets a big hug from his head coach, Ed Cooley. Cooley trying to get the crowd going again.
Now, Cafoni's playing Anderson. He's got to be alert.
Rayhan penetrates. The teardrop is good.
And Anderson locked his guy to enable the floater. Just a little thing. Rayhan takes advantage. is keep your eye on Cafoni and Anderson here down in the low post. Now watch him spin his guy out to open up the opportunity. That is gorgeous basketball. You don't score, but you deserve an assist, big fella.
So Rayhan with 9. 3-point game. Under 3 minutes to play.
Now they've been extending the floor a little bit. Basically the straight man-to-man. I just think on the half-court set, they got to contain the dribbler. Right now, the big guy, DeRocher, is not on the floor, so you don't have as much of an inside game. Ball screen, I think, for Providence. They do a great job hesitating, setting it up, and letting Cotton put it on the deck.
Anderson with 2:42 to go. As we take a look at the foul trouble, Anderson with 4, Heckman and Odio. And Anderson will not stay on the bench for very long. Fortune and Cotton in the backcourt. Cotton has done a nice job handling the BC pressure. Rayhan, a very solid defender, drives on him. Can't get it to stay down, tapped around. Who wants it? Handler. Now Rayhan.
With that gamble on the wing by BC almost led to the delivery.
Eagles can tie it with the 3 right here. Rayhan drives to the hole. It opened up like the Red Sea.
What a tough kid. Head and shoulders by the defender.
1-point game, 64-63. Opening night on Fox Sports 1. Big East basketball. Bats. Now Fortune. The handoff. Cotton straight away. Loose and a foul coming up. This will go against Tyler Harris.
They got up a little bit late, gave it away. But right here, as you mentioned, the ability to turn the corner and the defense is lifted. The deployment by Steve's guys just make it ineffective to have gets any help side defense. They lift and then they take advantage.
So Harris called for his 4th foul, and that will allow Hanlon, Olivier Hanlon, the sophomore, to go to the line. Last year he was a 75% free throw shooter. And he gets the first to tie this game at 64. Anderson back in. Heckman heads to the bench. And a timeout call by Providence.
Nice start on the year, huh?
Not bad at all, Coach.
2 programs that feel they got a chance to be a factor. Right now, what you're going to run becomes important. And I just think there's got to be some answers from Providence. Not settling for the 3, but being creative. They've run a lot of like double screens across the top. Slip a guy to the box. And the one thing, Hinton is one of those guys that can make some plays. So I would get the ball in his hands a little bit. Excuse me there. And Steve, of course, on the other end, he's got the 2 guards that make a lot of big decisions, sound judgments, and put in their hands and get Anderson to bump and slip.
Anderson giving Odio some last-minute instructions. Olivier Hanlon with another free throw coming as Boston College tries to take the lead. And he hits it.
Nice.
1:34 to go. 9-2 run for BC. The Eagles take a 1-point lead. The first lead for Boston College since the score was 38-37.
I love this. High-low.
Bats the jump hook and a soft touch.
What a great call by Ed Cooley. Bats using the big body to nail this guy and then deliver.
And they rise to their feet here at Providence. Opening night. 2 old foes, Hanlon.
Steps.
And he traveled. He traveled.
Challenged the jumper. Pretty good defense. Shadowing his guy. Get the hand up there. And push right on top of Eddie Corbett at half court.
And right now, Steve Donahue is having a conversation with the official, Mike Roberts.
Two pretty composed guys, though. You know, got the information he wanted. I mentioned that high-low philosophy. They haven't run it effectively, but look at the load up in the lane. Of course, the hugging of Fortune sets it up because you got to get out. You can make that jump shot. And that's the danger of this play when you got a guy that can shoot it like that, and then the big, wide body. Struggled a little bit offensively, but nails that one.
Friars up by 1 with the basketball. Under a minute to play. Here's Cotton. Guarded by Rayhan. Stutter step. Oh, he banked it down. 19 for Cotton.
Every little guy's got has to have that shot. The little jump hook in traffic. The kiss, effective.
They're all standing here at Providence College. Rayhan spinning. Kicks it out. Handlin. And he's fouled.
Give away. That's a nice play. Everybody thinks it's going left. They empty out that baseline side, and that is just gorgeous talent by a little guy. Woo.
Meanwhile, Tyler Harris picked up his 5th foul, so he's fouled out of this game.
I just can't get over Cotton. He was limping around yesterday in practice and able to reach back. Coaches just sort of ignored it. Andre LaFleur, longtime assistant as well in that huddle.
Just an awesome evening of basketball. Great crowd. This place virtually full. Capacity 12,400. As you take a look, they fixed the lights here, so it's got a Madison Square Garden feel. Here at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Hanlon at the line. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line this evening. And he gets the first.
No rim at all on these 3.
14 points for Olivier. 5 ties, 6 lead changes in this game. And he gets a second. So with 35 seconds on the shot clock and 37.9 on the game clock, 7-second differential. What's the decision?
A big decision for BC. You know, it's interesting, Gus. You don't want to foul, but I would gamble on a trap. I would gamble on a double up on a ball screen. And if you have to give, and I wouldn't wait a whole length of time either. I wouldn't just go out and commit the foul. I would make a basketball type of play and maybe get some sort of a seal. Get your defense set, maybe front the inbound passer. You want to be big on the ball, some things you've worked on. And they have pressed a lot in their St. Joe scrimmage, and they showed a lot of that. The big thing, I think, is keep Cotton out of touching the basketball. I'm fortunate to bring the basketball up or one of the bigs to touch it and then run a trap at them.
Cotton with 13 points in the second half. He had 6 at halftime.
It's interesting. I'm sorry, he's taking it out. Interesting. I think I'd rather him on the floor, but I think he'll follow whoever he passes it to. But they're big on the ball and straight up man.
Odio guards the ball. He's 6'5". Cotton can run the baseline. Now Fortune comes out. He'll find Cotton.
Old-fashioned play on the inbounds.
And they don't foul him. Now they try to foul Fortune. Whoa, that was a dangerous pass.
They're going to give it now. They can't waste any time.
And finally, Rayhan fouls. Woo. Bryce Cotton. So Cotton will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 at the stripe tonight. Providence with a 1-point lead.
Last year he shot 79%, so the kind of guy, you want the ball in his hand at the end of ball games.
First free throw for Bryce Cotton.
right, guys, let's say he makes this. 26 seconds. I come down and do what they always do. Get in the lane if you can finish around the rim or kick back for the three if it's available. But I think you think two, play good solid defense and extend the game a little bit.
Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 26.3. Big free throw here. And it's good. So now Dragovic comes back in. Odio checks out. Dragovic is a shooter. Rayhan will inbound it. Heckman, Anderson. Eagles need a three to tie it. Hanlon drives to the hole. And basket interference is a call.
That's right, a chance to make it. They're going to score the goal. And that's the right call. The ball, the whole ball doesn't have to be over the cylinder. It just has to be any piece of the ball over the cylinder. There's the foul. And watch this now.
So not only does the basket count, Hanlon will get one shot with 18.8 to go to tie this game at 70. And he's perfect from the line this evening. Olivier Hanlon, 6 for 6.
Are they looking for the time on the sideline?
Not sure. Take a look at the clock, folks, on your right.
I want to see the goaltending.
Here's the foul.
Oh, hit the back when it shakes the rim, yeah. Put 18 on. Tough call, but the right one.
Boston College with 2 timeouts. Providence has 1 remaining. Hanlon, 6 for 6 from the line tonight. He scored BC's last 6 points. But this one to tie the game with under 20 seconds to go. And it's good.
Tough. Timeout. Set the D. Timeout BC, I believe.
So what do you do right now, Raph, if you're Providence College?
You want the hammer. I think you bring it down within 6 seconds, make a move to the goal of some sort so you get a chance for a follow-up, but don't shoot too early. I think that's key. You want the last shot and a chance to tip it in. We've seen them run some really nice. The high-low was beautiful. That they ran out, and the ball screen, the high five where they run out and cause a sort of a decision or a dilemma for the big cover when they stay at home with the little guy. It's got to be Cotton, I think, at the end doing something off the bounce. That was a nice play with Fortune with the dump down too, because if you don't play him, he can make the shot at the top of the key.
So they send out Hinton, Bryce Cotton, Josh Fortune, DeRocha, and Batts for Providence. Rayhan, Hanlon, Odio, Heckman, and Ryan Anderson. The Friars will have to go the length of the floor. Here's Cotton. He draws Rayhan. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 12. Cotton facing Rayhan.
A late ball screen, maybe a run out.
Works it down, 5 to go. Cotton, pull up jumper, and air ball. Out of bounds. With 0.8 of a second to go. Great defense by Rayhan.
He settled. He absolutely settled here on this one. They might, no, I thought they might give him more time. They're going to see if there's a deflection too.
Ed Corbett goes over to the monitor on the far side of us to take a look.
I don't think anybody touched it. They made their call, and if there's indisputable evidence, is the key words. They made the call saying it's going the other way, BC ball. Let's see if they're going to time-wise. they got to go 1-5, 1-6. What do you think? By the time they hit the stanchion?
It looked like about
1-1 they're going to go?
something like that, yes. 1.2 they put on the clock. What do you have time for with 1.2, Coach?
Well, you can throw the ball to half court, like a back screen. You can go the length of the floor with a back screen as well. The man who screens steps to the ball. If you don't have the guy running, you've got the ability to hit the man who screened.
So Odio will inbound the ball. DeRocha guards it.
Remember the Butler play against Duke when they got the jumper?
Here's Odio. Fires it.
Oh, he really made a good play there.
And we're heading for overtime. First game on Fox Sports 1, folks.
Overtime.
And we've got overtime.
You know, Heckman with a great play, because if he doesn't do that, the ball goes back under the basket and it goes to Providence. So heads up play. And you thought you were going home early.
What a game. Opening night for both these teams, and they have played their hearts out, so we'll play 5 more minutes. Coach,
You got it?
I got nothing
You
to
can
do.
reach back?
You got something to do?
I'm in good shape. Fun game. Great start of the year for both teams. And you know, Gus, when you think of it, a tough game for both teams to begin the season. The two programs on the rise a little bit. Interesting, right?
That's right. Both these teams finished strong last season. Boston College in the ACC and Providence in the Big East. And what a performance to start the season this year.
And I think they both have they anticipate a terrific season. And you know, judging by the performance tonight in the first game, I'm impressed with both programs. And you think of Providence coming in shorthanded, kids reaching back, tendonitis in your point guard, and of course the terrific play of Anderson. Ryan Anderson's been just, perfect basketball performer. You know, last year watched him a little bit. He just understands the game. Pleasure to watch.
So Ed Cooley sends out DeRocha. Remember, Tyler Harris is fouled out for Providence. Cotton, Batts, Fortune, and Hinton. BC still huddling up as Steve Donahue gives some last-minute instructions to his team. Ryan Anderson, who is leading them in scoring, is playing with 4 fouls. 5 minutes of overtime.
You know, there's one that's interesting. I think you should give an extra foul for the overtime for anybody who's on the floor.
That would be nice.
Because now Anderson's got to really can't play with reckless abandon, obviously. We'll work on that. We got all season.
We got time. Hanlon, Odio, Heckman, Rayhan, and Anderson. Ball controlled by Providence as we start overtime, tied at 70.
Power team on the floor now. Go inside. They do.
Batts, turnaround jump hook, way short.
Pull the string.
Heckman brings it into the front court. Now Rayhan directing traffic, guarded by Cotton, playing him to his left hand. Rayhan, the kick. Anderson shows it, left hand finger roll, and he's fouled.
How good was that? The slide by with the left.
Don't forget, folks, coming up next, it's NASCAR Camping World and Truck Series from Phoenix. And Batts has now picked up his 5th foul. He'll head out of the game. So Tyler Harris, as well as Kadeem Batts, both fouling out. So now Ed Cooley has to make a decision on who he brings in.
Probably go smaller, I would think. That's not a whole lot of options, as you noted, with injuries and suspensions. But you got to really like Anderson's feel for the game.
So he brings in number 21, Lee Goldsboro, a senior from Newcastle, England. Number 21. Anderson, 5 of 6 from the line. There's Goldsboro.
Well, he brings a little energy to the floor.
Anderson with 20 points and 6 rebounds. And he gets a pair.
A little offense, defense here. Save Anderson with the fouls. Well, they got to change the possession. Hold on, they got 6 on the floor.
Bryce Cotton.
It's all about the guards, I think, Gus. Not big offensive impact with the bigs.
Cotton trying to go high, and he's bumped by Rayhan and fouled.
He tried. You know, that far out, it might help to slide under. I mean, you generally don't like to, on a terrific deep shooter, go under. But that far from the basket, you can regain position.
Cotton will shoot 2. Cotton 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And he ties it up at 72.
Some tough matches right now on the floor.
Let's see if they go at Goldsboro.
Odio on the floor with that matchup.
Hanlon, double clutch inside, and another foul.
Good attack. He's got that deceptive gait, doesn't he, Gus? Yeah, he should have.
Herky-jerky.
He lulls you up a little and then explodes. Give away at the rim.
But for Providence, DeRocha has now picked up his 5th foul. It looks like. Excuse me. Make that Fortune picking up his 5th foul. And he'll have to leave. Fortune not coming off the floor unless he's told. He doesn't really think that it was called against him. And now Ed Corbett.
They can check this now.
See Mike Roberts have a conversation.
Let's see if they got the right foul.
It would be Fortune.
They got the right guy. But that's a tough angle to regain position, too.
So he fouls out and heads to the bench.
They run out of bodies now. They got 20 seconds to get somebody in.
He finishes with 15. Josh Fortune, a sophomore, got in early foul trouble in the first half. So now 3 players have fouled out for Providence. Remember, they're playing shorthanded. Chris Dunn out with a shoulder injury. Brandon Austin, Rodney Bullock both suspended indefinitely. Hanlon at the line. Bancroft comes in, number 22, White. And finally, Hanlon misses a free throw. He's 7 of 8. And he makes the second. 1-point game, 73-72 in overtime. This game is tied at 70 at the end of regulation.
Because any ball screen, I double Cotton. Not a lot of offensive weapons.
Cotton.
This is why I double him. But DeRocha got away with a foul.
That ball deflected by Odio.
Telegraph. Yeah, they'll put it in the blender a little bit here.
Ten to shoot. Rayhan circling. And a foul.
Well, the fans don't like it, but again, that's what they're told to call.
Got to move your feet.
Yeah, you can see the hands right in there.
Oh, I didn't see any hands.
Well,
I didn't see any hands.
On the top side, I saw.
Oh, were they on the top side?
Yeah, before the turn into the corner.
So Rayhan at the line.
See, I know what you're thinking. Just like when we were playing in the schoolyard, you called that. You weren't asked to come back and play.
No, he didn't.
Rayhan 1 for 2 from the line tonight. He'll get the second. 75-72. Boston College. Cotton must be exhausted, but they need his best right now.
An automatic switch on him.
Cotton spinning, fires, and hits.
Big time. Woo, ticker.
He's got 25.
Well, he worked on that release.
Hanlon. Rayhan.
Nice help. That last 2 screens. See, they're comfortable late in shot clock. So it makes them tough.
Hanlon. Odio shows it to the hole. DeRozan with a rebound. Here comes Cotton over the midcourt line. Down the lane, the teardrop, no. Hinton with a rebound and a foul called on Heckman. His fifth.
Kid's amazing. Right here, that drop step spin. Soft, feathery release. Next one in the lane. The kid really dominates. Just a tough-minded kid playing hurt. But DeRocher with a big-time save at the other end. And right in here. Over the top, that's what they got. And Cotton underneath. Disadvantaged position, really.
So LaDontae Hinton will go to the free throw line. No, make that Cotton. Cotton 6 for 6.
He's not even breathing hard, guys. He can play another couple overtimes.
He's playing with a tender knee. As Cotton ties it up at 75. And Providence takes the lead. Cotton has been sensational.
Cotton's shown some urgency, guys.
27 points. They're on their feet at Providence again. Friars up by a point. Rayhan. Hanlon. Hanlon fires a 3. Oh, he buried it.
So, stepping up big time.
78-76. The Eagles reclaim the lead.
Talk about urgency.
Cut. And a foul down low. Hinton foul by Hanlon.
Hanlon at the other end, the foul, but right here, the poise, collect, organize, and drill. And look at this reaction. That's what it's all about. Working hard every day. Woo! And no wonder they talk so much about their guards. And on the other end, a little dejection on that knockdown 3.
Hinton, 2 for 3 tonight. Gets it first. I'll tell you what, both these teams have done a nice job from the free throw line this evening.
Down the stretch here, nailing them.
Boston College 20 of 24. Second one. And it rolls down.
Caresses.
Providence 25 of 29. We're tied up at 78 in overtime. This game is tied at 70 at the end of regulation.
Providence done a better job on that ball screen, trapping.
Hanlon lost it on the way up. Goldsboro dives. And a foul. Goldsboro off the bench.
I talked about his energy. Look at him stepping in and helping. And a good call, too. And that's it, I believe. That was on Ryan, right, Anderson?
Looks like it was on Hanlon.
Oh, okay.
And he picks up his 4th.
I thought it was Anderson with the shove.
They're trying to clear it up right now as Ed Corbett.
I think he's out. I think it may have been him.
Anderson sits on the bench. And it is on Anderson.
Now they're going to check to see if it was on him, I believe. They're going to look. Nope, they got it. Goldsboro.
Wait a minute, Anderson's getting back up.
Saving him for offense, and it wasn't on him. You may be right.
The foul was on 21. Olivier Hanlon, exactly. His 4th. Goldsboro.
Oh! Didn't get a lot of free throws, but shot 53% last year. Found the little goals barrel there.
Providence up by 1. Goldsboro. And he gets a pair. Off the bench, folks.
Woo. Give me some minutes, coach.
Playing big minutes in overtime. And a timeout called by BC. 1:08 to go. In overtime, 80-78 Providence.
Coach, all year long, they talk about work hard in practice. You never know when you're going to help us or you need it. Asking you to step up. And, you know, both these clubs, but in particular Providence, is their difficulty coming into the game, going deep into the bench. Ed Cooley calling on some numbers. I'm sure he didn't think earlier in the evening he was going to put in the ball game. Now this is all about Anderson, what he does, how he screens, how he gets free, how the guards can get into the lane and create for themselves, or the kick out.
And don't forget, coming up next, it's NASCAR Camping World Truck Series from Phoenix. As you take a look at the foul trouble, Ryan Anderson still in. 4 players with 4 for BC. Hanlon the inbounder with Anderson, Odio, Dragovic, and Rayhan.
Driver's done a better job with this ball screen and show. Goldsboro solid.
Rayhan wants a screen. Goes the other way. Keeps his dribble alive.
Yeah, excellent indeed so far.
7 to shoot. Anderson to the bucket. Old school. No. A 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Cotton.
They're trying to get one, I think.
And they finally do as Cotton is fouled.
Being solid. Talk about Goldsboro. I mean, this kid just rode him out enough to force the miss in that offhand. And how about these kids? Done there. And just watch this right out, Gus. Just enough to make it a tough release with his offhand. And look at these kids here. Oh, talking about it being meaningful.
And one of the best players on the floor, Olivier Hanlon, is fouled out. He leaves with 23 points. He had 4 at halftime. And Cotton going to the line where he's been perfect this evening. 8 of 8.
I like the way he's walking away from the line, too. A lot of guys line up there early. They walk in when everybody's ready.
Here's Bryce Cotton. Shooting 2. First miss of the night for Cotton.
This is big, this one.
And he gets a second three-point game. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 25.
Defensively, you want to make them use as much clock as you can on the quick hitter by BC.
Rayhan, fadeaway, no! And the rebound goes to LaDontae Hinton with 15.9 to go.
I've really been impressed with PC defense down the stretch. They have bottled up 2 talented guards, forcing some tough releases. And even here, just never got the legs on the step back, all because you got in defensive position, and the glue snares the rebound. Hinton.
Rayhan has played virtually the entire game tonight. So Ed Cooley, with 15.9 to go, has an 81-78 lead. And he's got his sophomore, LaDontae Hinton, going to the line to shoot 2, where he's 4 of 5 tonight. Providence trailed by 4 at the break.
Ooh.
Here's a big one, folks, to make it a 2-possession game. And he got it. Willing that ball into the net.
Quick to the goal, and they're going to have to get 3. Too slow.
Rayhan. Anderson 3.
That's not his shot. Not a great three-point shooter.
Batted out. Picked up. And out of bounds against Providence with 1.1 remaining. Woo. But the Friars with an 82-78 lead with 1.1 remaining in overtime. The Friars a moment away from winning the first game of the season. And our Land Rover player of the game is no secret here, Bryce Cotton.
He is loaded in that lane and delivered on such a consistent basis.
So Bryce Cotton, our player of the game, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 9 of 20 from the field. 7 points in overtime. He played with the tender knee. And he's carried the load with the injuries and suspensions facing this Providence team on opening night.
Unbelievable performance. Just don't want to foul.
Here's Rayhan, the inbounder. DeRocha guards the ball. And deflected, picked up, and how about that? The Providence Friars scored the last 6 points of the game. After trailing at halftime by 4, they win by 4 for Rav. This is Gus Johnson saying so long. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports 1.
All right, Gus, thank you. What a way to start our Big